Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and the first episode here on Witcombe Park Farm by Oxygen David. I have been very excited for this map for a long time, honestly, and I was working very hard to get the Kinleg series wrapped up in order to get onto this map as fast as we could. Unfortunately, it took a little bit longer than I wanted to, but we are here. We have moved from Kinleg. All of our equipment and our animals are all the same. We just moved them to the new farm here. We have purchased the main farm. If you guys have already been watching videos on this map, I know I'm definitely not the first. So we are on the main farm. We bought this awesome farm. And as you can see, we also have a brand new little side-by-side here as well. We do have a few new pieces of equipment. We have a little Keenan Mech Fiber 340 that we made a purchase, or that we purchased. I did decide to leave our debt the way it was, so we're in like a whole like $700,000 that we're gonna just work to pay off. Yeah, we got the loader tractor still. Actually, all the equipment is still in the same dirt condition as it was too, so it's all very dirty. We're just uptown getting a few pieces of equipment to fix one of the furrows on the plow. So we did buy a plow. We bought a 5-shank Lemken plow. We were demoing one Ep.1 Kinleg, and I really liked it, so we're going to use that now. So we did purchase one. It's not the same one, but a new one. We still got the 6460 as well, and this is our beautiful workshop. So we're just going to grab a few tools here, and then we're going to, I'm just going to take the side-by-side out to the field. We've been going at it already this morning early. We did sell our Ifer Williams trailer. We bought this nice new livestock trailer. I will kind of give you guys a look at that at some point too. It's pretty cool. It's got like its own like script thing for moving animals. It's like it acts in a different way. So we got our calves. So our Swiss did calve, and we have 5 female heifer calves, and then we actually have 3 Holstein calves here that are 3 months old. I think each of them are 3 months old. So if you just saw that the animal's too heavy to pick up or too old to pick up, that's because we have the herding mod on. I'm gonna try that out. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. We'll kind of explore the farm as we go, but for now we are really focusing on getting these fields in good condition. We have 4 fields. We have one up here that you can see that is a grass field that we're going to be baling. We have another one here that had wheat in it. Both of these had wheat in them. And then we have another one kind of over here behind the farm as well. So I'm going to get to work fixing this furrow here, and then I'll cut back in with you guys here shortly. Alright, we got the furrow fixed. We are in the TM, and we are working some dirt right now. So we were having issues on Kinleg with the plowing and like the furrow kind of mechanics, I guess, of the game. And we downloaded a mod called Real Furrow Fix, or Real Furrow, and it helps a lot with the I don't even know, the physics, I guess, of how the tire goes into the furrow, it has helped a ton. Not nearly as bouncy anymore. There are some times where it kind of gets that way, but it is not nearly as bad. I also have changed the sound on this tractor to make it a little bit more beefy sounding. There's actually a mod out on Mod Hub right now that I don't remember the name of it. It's something sounds, but you are actually like in the purchasable menu, you can change the sounds of tractors, and they are like real life recordings of tractors that somebody went out and did. This is a 6-cylinder, this is the sound of a 6-cylinder New Holland Ford. So I don't know how authentic this sound of this tractor is for this specific tractor, but I think it sounds sweet. Kind of got a little bit of the turbo sound. You can hear the whistle, which is cool. Do love a good, I feel like sounds for me in Farm Sim with tractors is a big deal. Like it just makes it that much more enjoyable if you have a nice sounding tractor. Grunty. Because a lot of the times I just find that the tractors in FS compared to like what they sound like in real life, it's just not nearly as good. Obviously, it's a video game compared to real life, but I just don't feel like they're capturing the sound of them correctly, I guess. I don't know. That's just me, though. But I definitely recommend checking that out if you're also in the same boat where you like some better sounds on your tractors. I am slightly worried about this plow on this next field. This one is that hill is steep. We do not have a combine yet either. We have 182,000 currently. The only things that I wasn't able to transfer over is the red tape mod information. So like our taxes and stuff is going to be kind of all funky and whatnot compared to what it was. But we'll try to get through this first year. As you see, we are in February right now, so we are starting in spring. We'll be planting our own crops, all that stuff. Because we finished the Kinlake episode during the winter as well, so I want to reflect that. And we kind of sold the farm and then we moved down, and now we're starting a brand new year at this new farm. So what are some of the things I did differently or that I added? Yeah, we added the feed mixer, which I just did a quick convert from FS22 on that. We bought the new livestock trailer. We added some igloos for the calves. Oh, the sheep was an issue because there's no actual like sheep barn here, so we actually fenced in some of the backyard of our house, and the sheep are hanging out in the backyard of the house essentially. In the back garden, as you might say in England. This map is based in Gloucestershire. Personally, I don't know where exactly that is in England, and I'm not even going to try. But it is a spectacular map. Oh, we also did add some fences here too. A few fences just like are right along here, because I didn't see if we wanted to milk both sides of this barn. There wasn't like a way that the cows could get from this side into the parlor without going outside of the fence, and I just didn't want to do that. So, and for the sake of realism, we did add some fencing there. I think maybe the farmer before us used the other side of the barn as like a, you know, heifers or special needs or anything like that. I have bought the HD texture pack. Actually, now that I just said that, I think since I updated the map, I did not actually add the HD textures to this new updated version yet, which I need to do. I will do that for the next episode. I've only seen like a 2 or 3 FPS difference, so I'm not too worried about it. We brought all of our straw bales down. We brought our silage bales down. We have our grass bales actually down here in this shed. That is actually an auto-loading shed. And I was just like, you know what, I'm just going to plop the bales down right there just for time's sake so I didn't have to unload them into the barn and stuff. Dang, that we are not going very straight. I'm going to try my hardest to not use GPS unless the tractor actually has a GPS installed on it. Unfortunately, this tractor doesn't have the option for a visual GPS system on it, so I think I'm going to spend some time off camera adding that, like in Giants Editor and stuff, so that we can eventually get some GPS. I don't think the Massey either has GPS either, so we're gonna have to do that, or else we're gonna be planting our ground without GPS this year, which would be fine. We could do that for a year or two maybe, but I do love my GPS. Big auto steer guy. I slightly adjusted the animal food XML as well. So we are going to be adding water to our feed mix because we are going to be doing TMR now that our cows are milking. So we have our feed mix is actually silage, hay, mineral feed, and water at the moment. I think eventually I would like to add some like crop in there, so I might do some like oats or barley or something like that into our feed mix. I do want to get into some root crops in this save, so potatoes or sugar beets. I think cut sugar beets would be kind of cool for in addition to our feed mix, so that's a possibility. Because I know that's definitely a thing that some farms do. They add some cut up sugar beet into the feed mix. If we ever actually get there, I would like to do that. I do want to purchase some more cows, for sure, to get the dairy operation going. Because we do currently now have 12 milking cows. So not a lot, but the hard thing about the realistic livestock mod is that you can't buy cows that are already milking, no matter how old they are. I don't believe. That might have changed, but from what I know, we cannot. So it takes like a whole process to get your cows to a point that they'll milk. It's almost like a whole year, so I think the sooner we can, the better. The sooner we can get them in, the better. The new breeds added to the map by Oxy. Ooh, we are pulling hard. Come on. You can do it. There we go. New breeds added by Oxy are jerseys, which I would love to get some jerseys in. Herefords for beef. I think there's a few new sheep types as well. And then there's also that mod. That new mod extension that we are sliding right now. Look at this. Look at this. Oof, come on. You got it. You got it, girl. Yeah, I'm not sure that this 5-furrow plow is going to be pulling very well up that field. We might have to downgrade to a 4 furrow for the time being. I would love it if the 5 worked, but it might not. Oh, and then we also added milk to the possible feeds that cows can have, so we can feed milk from our, our older cows to our calves as well. That essentially just takes the place of silage. Visually, it's not there, like in their hutches. It just shows up as like a silage texture type of thing, but it is, yeah, we're feeding them the milk. So that's kind of cool. Man, this thing is pulling. This thing is pulling hard. Okay. With all that being said, I am going to finish up this field. The next job on the agenda is that we are going to get this field plowed as well. So that's going to take a while. And then we will have to... I would like to get some seed in as well and some fertilizer. We did not lime these fields, so we are going to have reduced lime, like reduced yields because the lime is low. We need to get somebody out here to take soil samples of our fields as well, so that's going to take that's going to cost some money. And then honestly, I'd love to buy a combine at some point, but I think between fertilizer costs, seed cost, cattle costs, and because I want to just get some older cows in, or heifers in, I guess. I mean, it could be cows, just dry cows at the moment. That can, we can get into calf at some point so they can get milking as soon as we can. And between all that stuff, I don't know if we're going to be able to afford a combine this year. We'll have to see, so. That's kind of the plan there. We do need to buy some mineral feed. We got to get that brought in as well. So, lots of things to still spend money on. And I think that 182,000 could go pretty quick if we're not careful. Alright, so we are working the bigger field here. Quite steep. Not nearly as steep as the field next to it, which actually we have like just about sectioned it off in a way like that we're not even going to be able to use it. That field to me is just too steep. I don't know how we're going to be able to use it. Maybe eventually, but we're just treating it like it's been overgrown and it's like grass right now, and it's just, yeah, it's overgrown. The field entrance has all sorts of bushes and all sorts of stuff in front of it. So we'd have to do a lot of work to it to get it workable. It's just kind of neglected over the years. So we're not going to farm that one. Plus it was expensive and we couldn't actually afford it. But I have a thing about, like, is this farm pre-built has like a field entrance that goes from the farm to the field. And I don't know, that just like bothers me. If we're not going to farm it, I don't want to have an entrance, you know, that goes to the field on my farm. We had to do something about it. But there is definitely a lot of steep hills on this map, which is cool. The super steep ones aren't exactly for me. I don't know why. I just don't always prefer the really steep hills. This one's good. I like this one. Isn't too bad at all. The ones, it just almost feels like unrealistic, I guess, but I don't know. Like, we have plenty of hills here in Michigan, you know, where I feel like sometimes Farm Sim just makes what would be not really that bad of a hill seem just so dramatic sometimes, so I don't know. It's the really steep ones that I'm like, we're just gonna steer away from those. But this one's cool. I like this one because I like when you're coming back down, the view you have that goes into the town. That's kind of cool. Do a little in-cab for a little bit. So far, we really haven't had much issue pulling this plow. I'd say that, and as we're having some issues. Oh yeah, we got off our nice straight line. There we go. Now we're bouncing everywhere too. I like that there's some cows in that pasture. That's kind of cool. That looks real nice. It's just those little details that really the Oxy does that just makes his maps really stand out. Oh man, look how crooked that is. Oof. But you'll have that. Ground must be a little bit wet yet, that we're just slipping and sliding sometimes. Oh yeah, once we're starting to get a little steeper here, and we're definitely starting to feel the struggle. But we're gonna get through it. I mean, maybe eventually we just decide to not plow these ones. Could do that. Almost to like a no-till type thing on the hills. I wouldn't see an issue with that. We're lucky we have a square baler. And we didn't actually end up buying another round baler. I would love to be able to do some silage with the silage clamps, because we have 2 big silage clamps. That would be cool, but that would cost a lot of money as well to get that all set up, and that would probably cost a lot of money to get contractors in too. So I feel like a round baler for the time being would be the right choice, and just wrap them again. Or we could look into even a square bale wrapper. I wouldn't have an issue with that. The squares obviously would be better on the hills, but I mean, these hills are going to have arable crop in them, so if we're going to bale them, it's just going to be straw. In that case, we can use a square baler. I still would like to do contracts. I don't think the farm is big enough yet to really keep us that busy to where we won't have time to do the contracts. It's just going to help us in the long run, right? Getting some contracting done. Just building the business up again, you know. But put our name out there, you know. Maybe spend some time at the old plow. The bar. It's actually that's down the road, not too far from the farm. You know, meet some local people, get our name out there, and maybe we can pick up some work every now and then. That would be nice. Alright, so as you can see, we are closing in on the end of this field. But look at this view. How good is that? Oxy does one heck of a job. The fact that he has all of this where you can actually like see it is sweet. I love that. Just such a good map. Really enjoying it so far. And then you get the train. It's like so many big, it just feels so immersive. It's really good. So, I know I've said it lots before, but hats off to you, Oxy. I'm sure you'll never even watch this video, but great job. We got the seagulls out. They found us, finally. And yeah, we probably just got a few more passes, and then we'll be working some headlands. But this job has taken quite a while. And then kind of towards this end more, I think it gets a little bit steeper up towards the top of the field here on this end. She's struggling a little bit to pull when we get really close up there. I mean, you can see kind of the curves in the tram line, or the furrow. I keep calling it a tram line, in the furrow where it's slipping and things like that, so I mean, you can even tell right now. She's pulling, slipping, tire slip a little bit, but she's doing the job. Someday we'll have a bigger tractor that can just do this no problem. Alright, we're sitting outside the 6460 right now. I noticed something. I was talking about this field earlier and how I didn't actually like want to farm it. Forgot that I actually bought it originally, and yeah, I don't, but now I can't sell it. Why can't I sell it? I was literally just about to say, well, I want to sell it, but I can't. Why can I not? I can sell all these, but I can't sell this one? Well, that's a bummer. Because was an extra $282,000 that we should have. Because I don't want to farm this. Is this part of the farm? No, it's not part of the farm. I mean, we're not going to farm this field. Because look how steep it is. Can't even flip and see to the top where we're at. My plan was, and still is actually, we're going to head up to the livestock market and we're going to take a look at what is available for us to buy. Because I want to buy some more cattle. So they're having an auction here soon, and I want to get in on it to purchase some more cattle. So we'll hop in. The old 6460. I want to hopefully get a few jerseys. That would be cool. Eventually, I would like to get into some beef. We'll see how that goes as well, but I don't think that we're going to do that today because we don't have really room for beef cattle at the moment. We have our steer calves in that one, in the barn, in the cattle barn that's like up top where we were just sitting by. But our heifer calves are in the actual hutches right now. I think we need to go left. And I think the livestock auction barn is down here to the left. Right when we get into town, I believe. I might be completely wrong. Is this it? Can we get in here? This way? Witcombe Livestock. Let's see. Aha! 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. Oh, there's a pig free. That's not good. I don't think Mr. Pig is supposed to be there. So we're just going to park up right here for now. And we'll head inside and see what we can find. Alright, so the way that we're going to go about this is we're not going to like refresh the animals just because there's nothing there that we want, but we can refresh it on a new day. So the next month we can do that. So really there's only 2 cows that I'm really interested in. This 11th month old here, which will soon be 12 month, and then she'll be bigger, like change into a bigger looking cow or heifer, I guess. So she's really good. And then there's a Swiss brown who is 12 months, and then she's just great. awesome overall. So we're gonna buy these two. They in our trailer. I think I only bought one. I selected. None of the is it because they're different models? Because this livestock trailer has like a special script built into it. But I honestly can't tell you what's different about it off the top of my head. But it's like different. It's like different than a normal livestock trailer. So are we gonna have to come back and get that one? We honestly might have to. Lower ramp to load animals. We'll try this. If this doesn't work, then we're just gonna run this one back up to the farm, and then I don't have enough space in my husbandry. That's bull. Alright. We're gonna close this up. We'll run this one back, and then we'll come back and get that other heifer, that 12-monther. Actually still having the same issue that I can't buy the cow. I don't know if it's the trailer or what. I might do some experimenting with it off camera with different livestock trailers and see if that works. I don't know. We'll figure something out though. Probably try out that new I for Williams trailer by Ross and Mods. That trailer looks sweet as well. I just like the additional features on this one, and I like the logos that you can get on it too. But the I for Williams one is also very nice. So I wouldn't be sad about having to use that one either until maybe something's fixed, or I don't know. I don't know if it's the map, I don't know if it's the trailer. Who knows, but we'll get it figured out. We'll just have the auction house deliver that heifer to us. So, next job, we need to get some seed and fertilizer bought for our fields, because next month is when we will be planting, and then we're going to need to fertilize as well. That's going to kind of be the plan there. We built that little makeshift wash bay, some water trough there, catch the water from running, and a wall. I might redo that a little bit. I don't know. It's just kind of a thought I had. Where do we want to park this? There's all this room, but none of it feels right. I guess we're just going to park it right here. And then we are going to get hooked up to our trailer, which is over here under the bale shed. And we are going to run up to the store and pick up our seed and fertilizer. We're looking in the screen, the purchase screen now. Seed right there. I like these Swedish seed bags. I know they're in Swedish, but LSFM ones are also cool. I mean, these ones are sweet as well, because this is actually like UK bags. They're only 500 liters. What are we even planting? Figure that out too, huh? So, crops, come March. Well, we're gonna do some oats for sure. I was thinking about doing some linseed or even poppy. Those are two new crops by Oxy. But then there's all these other ones. There's hummus active and mustard, which are cover crops, actually, I learned. Silage maize, spelt triticale, and vetch rye, I think are like whole crop type crops. But those are obviously planted in this fall, late summer, fall. Wheat's planted then too. It's spinach, sugar, obviously not sugar cane. So yeah, I think we're gonna do some poppies and oat or linseed. Definitely oats, and then we're gonna choose between poppy or linseed at a later date. So we will head up to the store with our trailer, and I'll meet you guys up there. Had the train go by. That crossing actually stays closed for quite a while, even after the train is pretty much long gone. Probably just a few seconds, which isn't any big deal, but one of these episodes we're gonna have to stop into the subway. You can actually go inside that subway. How cool is that? Only Oxy would put that much time into making a interior for a subway, but I love it. This river, beautiful river. Just love this whole industrial area. Really cool. Home sweet home, Peacock and Biddington. Specialize in JCB, Vaterstad, Stewart Trailers, Fent, Massey. Just what we like to see. Now I think we can use this telehandler. I want to make sure I'm right about it though. Can we use this, or is this just for looks? So this is just for looks. Okay, so I thought this was here to be able to use. So we're gonna have them get some sort of something that can be load, or we can use to load material for us. We'll go inside now. And this is actually Oxygen David,
the creator of this map. Thanks for giving it a try. I hope your experience here is smooth, enjoyable, and full of great moments. Hello, I'm Oxy, the creator of this.
He's just gonna keep talking to us.
Hello, I'm Oxy.
Yeah, Oxy.
Hello, I'm Oxy.
We gotta listen to it
creator
again.
Of this map.
Okay.
Thanks for giving it a try. I hope your experience here is smooth, enjoyable, and full of great moments. Hello, I'm Oxy, the creator of this map.
He's gonna keep talking to us.
Thanks for giving it a try.
We'll do it that way. Okay, so I guess we'll just buy these. Why not? They're UK branded. Okay, and then we need to get some fertilizer as well. Consumables, nitram. We definitely need 8. And we might even have to come back for more. And then I'm gonna have them get some sort of loading something as well. Right, last bag's going on now. I forgot that we had these Yara fertilizer bags as well, which are UK branded also. We're actually gonna park this. Yeah, we'll park it right here for now. Or that, so no one gets hurt. But we actually got, yeah, these Yara bags that we're going to use on our grass fields, for a little fertilizer on our grass fields as well. The nitram we're going to put on our arable fields after we plant, because we don't actually have the ability to put fertilizer in our drill along with seed. So yeah, we got 6 bags of seed, got 8 bags of nitram, and then we got 4 bags of this Yara extra grass fertilizer. So the shed is going to be stocked full of the good stuff. We might even have to come back. I'm hoping they do some sort of sale on seed so that we can pre-purchase for maybe a discount some wheat seed or barley, spring barley seed, because we're going to be planting some of that in the late summer fall. And then I wouldn't mind experimenting with cover crops as well. So maybe some of that mustard or something like that. I think that would be kind of cool. So that's definitely an option as well. So the drill is going to be busy this year, I think. I'm excited for it. I really enjoy drilling, running the drill, all things planting crops. I was just trying to figure out which shed I wanted to be my seed shed, seed fertilizer, all that good stuff. We got the drill in here, but eventually I want to be able to use this as a tip shed. Crops. In here we actually have our grain store shed, which has our trailer in it, which we can tip 2 different crops. That was just an experiment to see if I could actually tip in here. So this is going to be a grain shed as well. This shed here actually is where all of our tedder rake wrapper is at the moment. So I think I'm going to go with this shed, this part of the shed for the seed and fertilizer. We're going to have to get the little Massey loader tractor. I want to try to give as much room as I can for it to work. Here's the Massey. We got forks. Did buy some forks for it. There's just the little steers that we got. Real little Swiss brown steer there. And then a few Holstein steers. Drop the bale spikes off. We are feeding our cattle just silage at the moment. But once we get some hay made, we are going to start using that mixer. This tight yard might call for an upgrade on our loading tractor at some point, which might mean actually getting a telehandler or something. I think that would be kind of nice to do eventually. Let's see, let's get these straps off. See how this goes. Slightly nervous we're not going to have enough room. I don't think we're going to be able to grab 4 at a time either. If I were a betting man. So we're just going to go 2 at a time. Yeah, look at that. Ugh. Come on now. Yikes, can't even go 2 at a time. Alright, well, I guess 1 at a time it is. I actually came down here. I was like, alright, I need to grab 1 at a time. And then I remembered we have this bag lifter. And it was in this shed down here. And then I realized, oh, our spreader is in here too. So this is actually going to be where we decide to store our fertilizer. We can store a seed up in the other one. But this is going to be our fertilizer shed. As soon as we get a sprayer someday, it'll be in there too, and we can keep our, you know, spray or chemical or whatever if we have totes of it. But then we also have these big old fertilizer tanks as well that we can utilize. So this will work out nicely. I'll continue to work on getting this done. And then I'll cut back in with you guys here shortly. Alright, now we're getting the seed loaded. Or unloaded. Apologies. Got 2 bags left to go. No disasters yet, which is great. I may have jinxed myself, but so far, so good. One more to go. Oh, there's one. We hit it. Parking the trailer over here is much easier than where we had it. There's not much room to get in there to unload these bags. Here we go. Someday, boys, we'll have this shed packed full of seed. Because we're going to be owning so much land. We're going to have to fill this whole shed with seed just to plant it. Alright. I'm just going to park this up right here. Probably won't need it again till morning when we got to feed the coos. We'll hop back in this guy. Fire it up. Park this trailer up. And then I think we're gonna... Wait, whoa, 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 whoa. What happened here? How'd that guy open? Then I think we're gonna call it an episode. The first episode on Witcombe Park. We got a lot done in one episode. Took us a few recording sessions to do it, but we got there in the end. We are cranking that tight. We are getting way too close to the wall. But, as always, I gotta say thank you to the YouTube channel members. You guys are the best. Thank you for sticking around. If you want to, please consider liking, subscribing, and becoming a YouTube channel member. $2.99 to support. Everything helps. Plenty of you guys have stuck around through the slow times. And we're getting rewarded for the good times. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we'll catch you in the next one.